Hello there, everybody. Wolfie here on another, the tail end of an adventure. I say tail end because there's one last step in this arduous travel process. Getting out of the parking lot. So, I just got back. I'm at the airport here. Just got off a plane a bit ago. Came back from visiting my parents out in Vegas and a good friend of mine out in Texas. And just grabbed my car here and getting the hell out of Dodge. If they'll bend me over. I should pay about, I think, $60 for parking, which is still cheaper compared to fucking Uber. Last time I took this trip, it was, I think, $30 to get to the airport from my place, and then on the way home they wanted 60. You fucking assholes. Something about peak hours, except it was like 7:30 at night. Well, but yeah, 7 o'clock. Yeah, that's what time it is now as I record this. So, anyway, it ends up being a little bit cheaper just to park my own ass here. And I get to be in charge of the drive home, which is always a bonus. Let's turn that so I can actually see out the back. So yeah, had a really good time. I am very stiff and sore. I saw my folks for a couple of days, and we didn't really get out and do much because they're kind of getting on in years, and they're not as active as they used to be. My mother needs some surgery too, so she's not really in good shape to go really much of anywhere. I feel really bad for her. Public parking exit. I have now driven in a complete circle. Oh, and we're going to do a 180 to go the other direction. Complete circle averted. But yeah, so, my folks took some vacation time so they could hang out with me. All right. E-Pass, Sun Pass. Hopefully this will let me through, because I don't have a ticket. Hey! There we go. You homo. Let me out. No right turn, no left turn. I guess I'm humped. I'm going straight. That's okay. I shoot straight. I don't swerve. Oh, God. You can tell I'm tired because the idiot's swagger is just really dumb. But yeah, so I just hung out with my parents for a couple of days, and we just basically shot the shit, talked about assorted things. Their dog barked at me, as always. But he's a sweetie. I love that dog. My parents have a golden retriever named Rebel, and he's just a happy, friendly pup. Can't do a thing to piss him off. And then the big one is a Saint Bernard named Radar. He's about 200 pounds, and he is probably the biggest gentle giant I've ever seen. If anything changes in the house, like I show up, someone comes to the door to deliver a package, I get up from my chair. I'm not joking. I come out of the bedroom. I come out of the bathroom. Even if he's watching me go into the bathroom, anything changes, that dog barks. Okay, oh shit. Keep right. Okay. To the right, I shall keep. Now it bends to the right. Really, it bends a little to the left, but you didn't need to know that. But yeah, so that dog barks at fucking everything, and but then he'll stand there barking, but he's wagging his tail. And if I just lean forward and go, "Come here, dog," comes right to me, walks up, starts panting, lets me pat him. Happy-go-lucky little critter. Well, big critter. And I think he's just defending my mother mostly. I mean, he sticks up for my dad too, but his barking gets worse if I approach my mom. And so that's where that dog and I have a problem, because, she's my mom and I was there first. And I've told him as much. I let him flex a little bit, but he's he got a newspaper to the nose when he got too nasty. He still didn't try to bite or anything, but you get tired of hearing a dog bark after a while, and you realize he's just dick waving, so you have to wave a bigger dick. I outweigh him by 100 pounds, so fuck that noise. Nah, he's a sweetie. So I did that for a couple days, and then flew out to Texas to see a good friend of mine. Still trying to kindle a romance. I don't know how that's really going. She's hard as hell to read. She's told me she's not opposed to the idea. Just kind of takes things really slow because her family's getting bigger. But, having said all that, she picked me up from the airport. I didn't have to bother with a rental car this time. Or a hotel, because she and the rest of the family paid for it. And it was very nice of them. So they got us 2 rooms that were connected together. To my immense disappointment, she didn't sneak over to my room after everyone else went to bed. God damn it! The balls, they are blue. But that's alright. I've got a NAS full of porn that can take care of that issue for me. But no, she's a sweetheart, and it went really well. We went to Six Flags over Texas yesterday, and holy mother of shit, I am sore. According to my watch, I think I walked like 16,500 steps. And mind you, I am losing weight, and I'm getting better, but I'm still 310 pounds. And that's a lot of fat to drag around a big park. But, oy. And it was nice, though. It's always fun to people watch. Let's see, it was her 3 kids, and her oldest is her daughter. And her daughter just had a new babby about, I would say, 4 or 5 months ago. And that little critter is cute as a button. So are all her kids, really. They're all awesome. The youngest is basically a spider monkey, just climbs on everything, including people. So I gave a lot of piggyback rides yesterday, and the middle one is, I think he's 15. So, the usual teenage complaints. We weren't moving fast enough. Really cramped their style. I feel bad. Because, my friend has some balance issues. She has trouble walking very fast and tends to prefer keeping a stroller if she can. And they still haven't figured out what that's about. She's, I think she's 43, something like that. And, it's too young for that kind of problem. But, yeah, there it is. She doesn't quite know what to do about it, and the doctors don't either. So, she just adapts and deals with it. And, of course, I started getting tired towards the end of the day and dragging really bad. And so the 2 of us were content to go at a snail's pace. That did not please the kids at all. And you know how that always goes. You got a family at a theme park. There's always going to be bickering about, which ride are we going to go on? Will, you got to come on this one. That thing goes way up. Go to hell. I did try to get on one ride, and it was too fucking fat. The stupid safety bar wouldn't come down. God damn it. But, I tried. I just got to lose more weight. I got to be that fat guy everybody points and laughs at the park. At least I'm doing the world a service, making people smile. It's good enough for me, man. I don't have hugely high standards for what I expect to get out of life. Just some random nuggets of happiness, some serenity, peace, quiet, a bit of action here and there. Of various kinds, not just the sexy times. And, if I leave the place a little bit nicer than I found it, I call it good. But, so we were there from basically open to close. I think we were there 11 o'clock to 9 at least. Yeah, we got there at 10:30. Oh, shit. Well, this lane merges. Sorry, random person. Welcome to Florida, bitches. No one can drive for shit. And apparently I'm one of them. It's good to be back in my car. I hate shuttles on airport bus, shuttle buses, and my friend's car is actually pretty nice, but it's not my car. You know how that goes. I like my car. You like your car. And somebody else's car is just not the same. Mostly because you're not in charge. Close that. Cool, the guy in front of me is drunk. So that could be exciting. Passed a cop, but we're going 10 under the speed limit. This guy's definitely drunk. He's swerving and he's going too slow. That's always a dead giveaway. If you're on a freeway and you're doing, the speed limit is 70 or 75, and you come up on somebody that's doing fucking 60. Oh my God, of course he wants in this lane. Fuck. Okay, I think this is a double exit. We're gonna take it. Let's try this whole speed limit thing. Knob. I hope you get pulled over. There was a cop back there. But yeah, so fun time had by all. And they gave me a bunch of Easter candy too. Sent me home with a bunch of cool shit. And a nice fancy shirt. And they're really thoughtful. Both times I've been out there to visit this in the past 3 months, they have really bent over backwards to really just make me feel like part of the family. And I don't know exactly how to express my gratitude to them for that. It really gets me right here. And it's a little different, Of course, my mom and dad are always happy to see me. And so I don't mean to make it sound like, I don't have any family. But, I've never had kids. So, it's kind of nice to just show up, hang out with a friend I've known for 25 years, and, oh, by the way, instant family, just add water, hang out for a few days, you're part of us now. One of us. And it helps that the kids actually like me. So, that's a plus. But it's just nice, I got a shit ton of candy. Apparently they make Fruit Loop flavored Peeps. And my dentist is going to absolutely kick my ass. Because those are tasty, but man, they're sweet. They start to hurt the teeth after a while. But yeah, nothing massively exciting. All the 3 flights were uneventful. I'm really starting to dig Spirit Airlines. And that's not a paid promotional statement, so, unfortunately. Hey, Spirit, get hold of me. Give me a ring. Wait a minute. Give me a jingle. I know what a phone looks like. Give me a call. I want sponsorship money, please. But they're really good. The airplanes are clean. They fly Airbus A320s, so, they're aircraft that don't fall out of the sky, unlike Boeing's. If it's a Boeing, I ain't going. The planes are clean. They're well maintained. They always board on time. They leave on time. They tend to get there early by about 10 minutes. And I figured out how they pull that one off. They speed. The biggest slowdown, I think, was getting my luggage at Orlando International. That's a big fucking airport. And they had one carousel. Well, they've got a ton of different luggage carousels. But they had 6 or 7 flights all dumping out onto B-21, including mine. And I was actually pretty lucky. My bag was one of the first wave to come out. So didn't take long, but it took them a while to get it started. And then another, 15 minutes to stand there waiting for the shuttle to get to the cars, get to the parking lot. In fact, the wait was so long that a couple of people next to me picked up the phone and called the little shuttle service number and said, yeah, are these fucking things even running? Oh yeah, and you can probably see it. I got sunburned to shit, man. Look at that. Yeah, it's like I've always said. I'm Irish. We don't tan. We just burn. So this will be nice and peely in a couple of days. I barfed for the first time this morning in like 5 years, man. They had breakfast at the hotel, and apparently it wasn't good today. actually, because I knew I was going to be getting on a plane soon, I didn't actually eat. I just got some milk, and I think that milk was bad because I drank a couple of those stupid, tiny little kindergarten-sized containers, and I was about halfway through the third, and I started getting that kind of tingly feeling in the gut. I start salivating a lot, and that's like, oh shit, that's last call, better get to the bathroom. And, I wasn't sure if it was actually going to happen or not, but sure enough, got to the toilet just in time. A lot came out of there, too. Because I'm sure you needed to know that. Well, I felt a lot better once I got the milk out. That kind of put me off milk for the rest of the day. I had a soda after that. Yeah, but the airport experience is always kind of fun. Even when it's a pain in the ass. It's not really a pain in the ass. It's just mostly standing around waiting. TSA in Orlando. Oh, no, I got to tell you something else first about Orlando International. They're probably the most modernized of the three airports that I was at. The other was McCarran International. That's the Las Vegas one. And then the Austin Bergstrom Airport. They call it International, but it's a fairly small airport. And I'll let you guess where that one is. Austin. And I think Orlando International has the most up-to-date equipment as far as inside the terminals. All of the signage is done with really big, bright 4K displays, so they can change what the signs say. Just, with pushing buttons on a computer instead of having to climb up there and put up new panels. So I noticed that right after I dropped off my luggage at the bag drop on Wednesday when I left, I looked up at one of those computerized signs. Did I want 408? No, I did not. Okay, I'm on the right one. It's been a while since I've driven back from the airport. Give me a break. Anyway, right, so, I was walking out of the bag drop when I checked my luggage, and I look up and I notice one of the screens has like a bit of something on it. And I walked up to it, got closer, and somebody had taken, because the background of all of the screens they use for the signage is blue. So apparently somebody didn't want it to say whatever it was saying on that part of the screen, and they got a piece of blue something and just stuck it to the screen. I'm thinking, wait a minute, couldn't you just tell it not to display that for a while? What the hell? And whatever. Low-tech solution to a high-tech problem, I guess. But it is kind of funny to see a shiny, fancy new 4K display displaying signage stuff, and then there's this little blue bit, like a sensor bar covering some of it. It's like, but what if I wanted to find that secret room? Now I can't. But, whatever. So, TSA did okay this trip. I had pre-check clearance in all three airports. Not that it mattered in fucking Vegas. McCarran's TSA are absolutely incompetent buffoons. But the Orlando one was kind of fun too, because they selected me for secondary screening. So I had to go through the full body scanner. You put your hands up and this thing waves around you. It's all exciting and shit. And then I come out the other end and the guy's like, okay, I gotta pat you down. I'm like, what? Okay. And he gets right in there, kind of gets close to the dangling unmentionables, but, he was polite about it. Didn't even get a cigarette after. And he had me turn around, and he's feeling up my back, and I see the display from the scanner, and it's flagged, it flagged my groin. I guess I'm packing a dangerous weapon down there, ladies. And it flagged my back for some reason, and I asked him, what did you think I had? And he was like, I don't know, these things are stupid. It was kind of refreshing to hear TSA actually admit that. I think they're getting a little better, because even the bad ones have started figuring out that they really can't just be oppressive asshats and expect the kind of barely hanging on air travel industry to stay going and keep them employed. But whatever. Yeah, the TSA in Vegas always disappoints me. The ones in Orlando, they're smiling, they joke with you. And same way with the Austin Bergstrom Airport, they're really good too. And that went really smoothly today. I was through that in 5 minutes. It was pretty good. They had pre-check open too. But in Vegas, nah, pre-check, go fuck yourself. Get in the regular line. And then you get up there, and they check your ID and your boarding pass, and they gave me one concession. Oh yeah, you're pre-checked, so yeah, you don't have to take off your shoes. But I still had to take out my laptop and my reader and empty my pockets and all that other crap. And, went through the whole thing, off we go. But not a smile in the place. That's okay. I was still nice to them. Because, there's only one thing more satisfying than being happy and upbeat and bantering with happy workers. And that's being upbeat and happy and bantering with people that fucking hate you and don't want to be there. Because it's like, all right, motherfucker, I'm being nice to you. What are you going to do about it, bitch? So, yeah, that was fun. But, the actual flights themselves were fantastic, nice and smooth. Vegas approach and departure is always just a tiny bit bumpy, but it wasn't that bad this time. And, yeah, so, uneventful flights. People that sat next to me in the front row were always really friendly, except on the way back, this big old burly black dude, bigger than me. And that's a trek. And, he was big and fat, too. It's not like he had, I'm sure he had muscle, but, he's in the same boat I am. The seatbelt barely fucking fits. You sit down, the seat moves. He just went to sleep, which was fine by me. Staring at my GPS thing. I downloaded an app that lets you download a bunch of free map data and all the little plates for the, air traffic control areas and all the maps and layouts of all the airports in the U.S. and other places, but, I live in the U.S., so I care about that more. So I was fucking sitting there on the plane watching on real, aeronautical maps that pilots use for, flight planning. I'm just watching the little plane icon go along our route. And I couldn't figure out how to enter waypoints, and of course I didn't know what the actual filed flight plan was. So I don't think they actually publish those until after the flight is over. They file it with air traffic control, but they don't make it public until the flight's done. And that's probably a good idea, because if you know exactly where a plane is planning to go, and you've got an inkling or, got an itch to do something really awful that can kill hundreds of people, it would be really helpful to know exactly where a plane is going to be at any point during its flight. So it makes sense that they don't let you get access to that shit directly until you're done with the flight. And I'll concede that. That's a very important safety feature, I think. But, yeah, so that was it, man. It's pretty fun, pretty exciting. Had a good time. Love seeing my parents. Love seeing my woman, even though, I don't think she's my woman. It's nice to pretend, and she humors me very nicely. She's been a good friend to me for a long damn time. And it took a few months after the divorce for me to realize that she's, pretty special in, not just friend ways, but whatever. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab the mail. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, there's just, we're almost done with the, what is it? Almost done with the lender. I just have to, they're doing employment verification one last time, and that's the last thing. And then, then we close, or I close rather. This is mine now. And then after that, I just have to get the health insurance switched over just to me. Because I was on the ex-wife's plan, but that's just for spouses, and we are no longer married. Got the divorce decree last Friday, so I'm a free man. Been free for a week. Now I just need to go find some hookers and blow. It feels good to have all that done with. Because that was just an albatross hanging over my neck. Hanging around my neck. And should have the lending stuff all done, the mortgage stuff done. I'm thinking they'll get that done this week and then get on to paperwork for that. And then should close in the next couple of weeks with a bit of luck. And then she'll be out of my life for good. And on to a new chapter of life. So, yeah, I'm going to take my happy sunburned ass in the house and see what the HOA wants. Always fun. It's either the budget or the voting proxy thing, or I've done something wrong and they're pissed. Actually, you know what? Let's just see. I'm in no rush because my house looks intact. I don't know what that is. IRS. Ooh, that's to me. Cool. Oh, that's probably about my payment thing. So I said, hey guys, can I have a few months to pay you this giant pile of money? Okay, HOA. Now, of course, they put her name on it still. I guess they have to because we both own the house until this is done. You may have already addressed the problems, however, during the last community inspection, the following violations were noted. Mildew needs to be cleaned from your driveway. Boxes piled by front door need to be removed. Yeah, that's all done. It has been a while since I had the front the sidewalk and driveway sprayed. Getting mildew build up every couple of years, so yeah, that's no biggie. So cool, I pissed them off. But that's a pretty minor thing to be pissed about, and they're pretty good about it as long as I get it done reasonably quick. So, nothing exciting. Life back to normal. I'm going to go visit the cats. They're going to be really mad at me for about an hour. Then they're going to realize I'm the one that gives them their food. And then they're going to love me again. That's going to do it for me, guys. It's good to be home. Sorry I was absent this weekend. No live stream, I know. That's a bummer. But I was actually out doing real life things for once, and that's pretty rare for me, so it's kind of good for the soul. That, and there's just something invigorating about being around kids. And especially when they like you. That's always a big plus. I don't know. It'd be neat to get into something like involving kids. I don't know, volunteering at a camp or YMCA type stuff. I don't know. The problem, of course, is single guy, mid-40s, no kids. How the fuck am I going to possibly get involved in that without people asking a lot of questions? And I honestly don't blame them because, you know, it's a stereotype for a reason. There's a lot of fucked up people out there. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to go bask in feline love. So have a great day, everybody. And I will get caught up again and we'll do something this coming weekend. Life's back to normal. Take care, everybody.